welcome Professor Steilen. Thank you for being here. And could you please briefly summarize your presentation of today?
My presentation today was on the place of judge-made law in the government of laws. I think the usual view is that judge-made law is at odds with the government of laws. And the reason for that is because judge-made law involves an exercise of discretion. Judges, I think, sometimes are thought to just make up rules of law as they go along and subject people to those rules. And that seems inconsistent with the idea that our government should be a system of known laws. And I argue today that an older conception of judge-made law, in fact, is consistent with the rule of law, because judges serve in a way to articulate the values and the law of the community. And so they tell us what our law is as new situations arise.
Thank you. And what do you think is the takeaway from your topic of expertise from today for law students today?
Well, the takeaway today is to think a little bit less critically of what judges are doing when they are deciding cases. I think law students tend to assume that it's all politics, and that's a corrosive assumption, I think, for anyone engaged in the study of law. I think judges and advocates, although advocates are presenting a particular side, are engaged in a good faith effort to decide what the existing law of the community is and how that law ought best to be described and applied to the case. And that is a good faith, non-political practice. There is such a thing as legal decision making. And I think it's important for students to keep that in mind.
Thank you. And finally, do you have a message for UB law students?
University of Baltimore law students, because I come from University at Buffalo, which we also refer to as UB.
Oh, okay. So University of Baltimore law students.
Yeah. So to your UB students, I would say, keep heart. You know, the study of law is difficult, but it's just so great. And the end of the road, if you can stay on that road, is a great place to be. Studying law is a great way to help people and in your community, and it's a great way to do service, not just to the community, but to your client. And learning how to do that well is really hard, but it's a worthwhile thing to do.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you.